Here's your daily Premier League news and transfer window roundup with me, Harry Scarfe, football content creator and YouTuber. Thank you to Chris Cowlin for this opportunity and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please do like and subscribe. As always, in the first part of this video, we're going to go over headlines. Then I'll give my opinions and we'll really dissect them together. So let's get through your headlines in the last 24 hours or so. Sky Sports News report that Mark Travers will undergo his Everton medical after reaching an agreement over personal terms ahead of £4 million sign-in plus add-ons. Bournemouth are also in the process of preparing in Chelsea's Petrovic for a deal worth £25 million. Darren Fletcher has been appointed Manchester United's under-18s new lead coach. Sky Sports News report the Wolves are close to completing a £15 million deal to slide for Mons winger John Arias. Sky Sports News again report that Burnley and Wolfsburg are both in talks to sign Norwich City forward Josh Sargent. Norwich value the USA international at around £20 million. Tom Kearney has signed a new one-year deal with Fulham. So it's a one-year extra deal on his contract. Leeds United winger Dan James has signed a new 4-year contract at the club. Fabrizio Romano reports that Ethan Nwanery's new deal at Arsenal can be sealed in principle this week. Arsenal believe that significant progress was made over the weekend and all indications at this stage are positive. Fabrizio Romano reports that Christian Monstreka to Arsenal, here we go. Verbal agreement in place with formal steps to follow. €15 million fee plus add-ons, total package under €20 million. Long-term deal in place. Maresca, who only wanted Arsenal, the medical is ready for later this week if all goes to plan. Fabrizio Romano reports that Wolves agree deal to sign John Arias from Flamons. Here we go. Package agreed for fee close to €20 million. And the players already accepted to join Wolves, with travel being sorted very soon. New winger coming for Wolves. Fabrizio Romano reports that Arsenal and Chelsea have countersigned all the documents for the Noni Madueke deal. Fabrizio Romano, Brentford has shown initial interest in Amari Hutchinson, Ipswich Town winger, as possible replacement for Brian Mbeumo in case Manchester United sign Mbeumo. Brentford appreciate Amari Hutchinson, but no club-to-club talks with Ipswich Town as of yet. Fabrizio Romano says he understands that James McAtee is now in Frankfurt to visit Eintracht as a potential new club. McAtee is assessing his options ahead of a move away from Manchester City this summer, and Eintracht Frankfurt are on it. Fabrizio Romano reports that negotiations between Newcastle and Eintracht for Hugo Etienne remains underway, as revealed last week. Talks between all parties are involved and ongoing to discuss the financial package on both the club and the players' side. Fabrizio Romano reports that since Newcastle submitted an official bid for Eintracht Frankfurt for Hugo Etienne late Monday night, the proposal is higher than the €70 million previously offered by another club this summer, with Newcastle pushing to get the new deal done. Negotiations underway. Badia Shields said, "I will always be at Chelsea next season. The club, the coach and all the staff give me a lot of confidence and believe in me. I will do everything to get them back on the ground. I love the club, I love the city and I love the fans." Fabrizio Romano reports that negotiations between Arsenal and Sporting Lisbon remain ongoing in London, with all parties actively involved. After commission reduced by agent plus €63.5 million fee, Sporting asked for €10 million add-ons to be easy and guaranteed. Arsenal and agents remain in talks to get that final green light. Fabrizio Romano says the Wolves are pushing in talks to sign Mark Pabil at right back, with negotiations underway. Wolves want to anticipate Italian clubs, still keen on the player and interested. I'm sure he's talking about Wolves there. David Alstein says that Newcastle United are working on a deal to sign Hugo Etienne for an Eintracht Frankfurt. Not yet agreed or even close to being done, but talks continue over a potential deal, €75 million. Newcastle want the 23-year-old forward to play alongside Alexander Isak, not replace him. David Alstein reports that Arsenal are working to complete a deal to sign defender Christian Monstreka from Valencia, 21-year-old centre-back, into his last year at Valencia, and Arsenal are now very advanced, if not completed, the deal. Personal terms for Spain Youth International has been confirmed to make the switch to North London. So those are your headlines. So let's go through and dissect them. So we'll start with Mark Travers. I think that's a really good bit of business from Everton, £4 million. I think Bournemouth as well with Petrovic. It's a lot of money, I suppose, but Petrovic is a good goalkeeper. Dan Fletcher, Man United under-18s new league coach. Good to have him involved. I think if United will think that anyway. Wolves, £15 million for John Arias is a name that comes up a lot when top six clubs. So he's a good signing. Really interesting one about Josh Sargent. If Burnley can get that done, that's a really big sign, and I think can really help them stay in the Premier League. He's absolutely worth £20 million, if you ask me. Tom Kenny, inevitable. He's going to stay at Fulham. He's got another year left on his deal. He just brings vital experience, and he's just class at his age. Didn't expect in a way to sign Dan James because he's a player that's constantly on the move, but they've signed a 4-year contract with him, so they've committed him. Ethan Wanyeri looks like his contract, is going to happen. It's going to happen, and it's going to be guaranteed game time, which is interesting because I didn't know Arsenal would be able to guarantee in that. It looks like Arsenal are going to sign another player, Christian Monstracker. Don't know that much about him, but I know he's a very good defender. He's very highly rated, and he's going to be someone that's going to be up there for a long, long time. Looks like Manwake deal's done as well, just waiting announcement. Amari Hutchinson, that's one to watch. Ipswich should be very keen to keep hold of him. I think that will not determine their fate. I think that's wrong to say in the Championship next season. We have a big kind of say whether they can storm it or not. They keep hold of Hutchinson, and you really do back them to run away with it. James McAtee, again, how many times we mention him, it seems inevitable a move away from Man City. Apparently he's assessing a move to Frankfurt, so it looks like be outside the Premier League. Interesting story about Hugo Etienne. I mean, it just feels weird. It's a really good signing, don't get me wrong. Exciting times for Newcastle and their fans either way. But it just feels like the profile of player to replace Isak rather than play alongside him. If they can keep Isak as well, that's incredible. How do you balance both their minutes? You're going to have to change Eddie Howe's kind of formation, his tactics, his system. But either way, it's exciting. Whatever happens, Shield couldn't make it clearer that he wants to stay at Chelsea. Grocker, I think, is a good signing, and he scores a lot of goals last season, insane amount for Sporting, but a lot of them against the top 3 or 4 sides in the league, and the standards in there, I would argue, is the same as Championship and League One clubs, right at the very bottom of their league. So time will tell, but still should be a good signing. Wolves push in to get deals done as well. Yeah, that's all your headlines. A lot happening. So they're the headlines. We've dissected them and I've given my opinion. Thank you very much for watching. If you can follow me at HarryScarfe22 across all socials. Also have my own YouTube channel at Harry Scarfe with the Scarfe Spurs podcast. Thank you to Chris Cowlin for this opportunity. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.